Yo, what up, everybody? It's Peace. Welcome to another video. So after my last post, I felt like something was missing. I don't know if you guys will believe me that you can do that combo. So I wanted to just do a test hand or maybe two, depending on how long it takes, and then we'll see what we got. So I'm shuffling up the deck. Hopefully it's randomized enough. And let's take a look at our hand. So we got Delta, Delta, Nova, Ben 10, and Terraforming. So, as you know, this is full combo. Unfortunately, we drew our Nova with our Terraforming, so Fafnir will only be able to search the Ritual spell, which I guess is okay. That means that we don't have to bring Zeta into the equation. So that's what we're going to start off with. We're going to Terraforming. Oh yeah, this deck plays really hard into Droll, by the way. We're going to activate our Drytron Fafnir, which can search a Drytron spell or trap. Remember we used to play the trap? That was so funny. Grab Meteonis. From here, we want access to our ritual monsters. So we're going to special summon Alpha. Now remember, just because we have Ben 10 doesn't mean we have all the ritual monsters we need. But a lot of hands do end up giving you both access to Ben 10 and the Mecha Buster or whatever it's called. So we're going to link that off into Link Karibo, our Link 1 of choice. Then we're going to Alpha Tribute Delta, because we want that in graveyard. We're trying to plus as hard as possible. We don't care. We special summon our Alpha, and then we get to search our Magical Musket, or Magic Key Mech Musket Battle Buster, who's also a machine with 2000 attack. So I've used this as material to ritual summon during the tournament, which was nice. All right, cut the deck nice and good. We're going to Delta Tribute Ben 10 as cost. So this summons Delta. We get to reveal one of the cards that we searched, and then we get to draw a free card. Cyber Emergency. You can't make this up. All right, so Ben 10 is going to search now for Vanity's Ruler. Now, you see, even if we get Nibiru tier, we still can put two monsters on board, which will allow us to normal summon Vanity's Ruler and still lock out our opponent through Nib. But you do have to worry about outing the Nib. But that shouldn't be too difficult because we still have another Ben 10 search, and we can search Natasha to actually link away into an IP and steal the Nibiru for the crackback. You can actually make an Apollosa that way, or whatever you see fit as necessary. So that's why I really love the resilience of this deck. Even through Droll, I was able to make a decent board in tournament. I did hard open the Vanity's Ruler, but I mean, that's just how the game is. Next up, you're going to overlay your two available Drytron monsters for Mubeta Fafnir. I haven't seen zoning matter too much in this deck, unless you are going for Geonator Transverser play to switch the control of two cards, but we're just showing this for a first turn combo. Mubeta Fafnir gets to dump. We don't have access to Gamma or Beta at this point, so I think Gamma is the play here. So you dump your Gamma to your graveyard. That's the one that can special summon back a different Drytron from your graveyard. We can go ahead and ritual summon, bring out the Cyber Angel Ben 10. And then to protect yourself from Nib, you're going to go ahead and tribute off that Link Karibo and that Ben 10 for your normal summon of Vanity's Ruler. That will trigger your Ben 10's effect. Let me include my graveyard here as well. All right, cool. So Ben 10 will search, as you know from the deck profile, we like to search Lancia at this point, because if our next search gets interrupted, we at least have a way to prevent our opponent from banishing. Not very many banishing cards can out the Vanity's Ruler, but we don't have any other fairies in our hand, so Orange Light literally does nothing right now. So that's why you search your Lancia first, but your main priority is to get Vanity's Ruler on field. And as you can see, like I mentioned in the deck profile, you don't need to search Ben 10 off of Ben 10. You reserve the Ben 10 for the crackback. Unless you open a bunch of names, the Ben 10 into Ben 10 does not really come up, if I'm being honest. So now we have got access to Gamma, and now we're just going to go ahead and use our Cyber Emergency to have access to the last name that we want to get in rotation, which is Beta. Like I said, we didn't need to use Zeta at all, so we still have all 3 Zeta in our deck, which will be a nice top deck if we need a 5th name. But we're just going to grab Beta here since we already got the Ritual Spell, and we only play 1 Ritual Spell. Speaking of that Ritual Spell, we're going to need to bring it back to our hand, so I'm going to go ahead and target my Boom Beta Fafnir to add it back to our hand. That only loses to DD Crow, but if they had DD Crow, they would have DD Crow'd your Ben 10 already. So it's kind of nice to have 2, because if you have access to the other one, then you can just go get your other one. All right, cool. So at this point, we want to bring out our Gamma bodies. So we have Battle Buster already. So what we can do is actually tribute Battle Buster for the Gamma. We're actually not going to be able to get another Ben 10 search, I just realized. So this is going to summon itself back and bring back a friend. We already have Link Haribo in the graveyard. So what we're going to do here is we're going to activate Meteonos Drytron. We're going to detach from Mubeta Fafnir to summon the Magic-y Battle Buster. So on summon, that is going to let us search for the Magic Key unlocking. So Gun searches your spell and trap negate, which is really nice. So there's your protection. So as you can see, we do have the board that we were aiming for. From here, all you need to do is, we didn't even use Beta because we just don't need it. All you need to do is just link these 2 into IP Masquerena, and this board is absolutely insane. You set your Magic Key unlocking, playing around Mechanites that your opponent can't special summon anyway, and you've got your Vanity's Ruler. So if you know you're not playing against a back row deck, you can go ahead and Lancia them to prevent them from using Extravagance or Prosperity or Desires or anything like that. But if you are playing a back row deck, then save your Lancia. You can protect your board with your Magic Key unlocking, but at some point, you can use IP Masquerena to link off your Battle Buster and your IP Masquerena, or even your Vanity's Ruler if you want to keep that online. You can actually link off, if the Vanity's Ruler is not doing anything against your opponent, then whatever. Like, most decks do special summon, but some don't. Bring out your Topologic Trisbana, either way. Then you activate Link Haribo's effect, you pay cost, it brings itself out, you special summon it to one of your Trisbana zones, it banishes the Haribo and all spells and traps on the field, including your opponent's. Then it also burns your opponent based on the number of their cards that were banished times 500 by that effect. So your Eldritch opponent or your Altergeist opponent or something just sets a bunch of back row. You literally Trisbana them and banish all of it, so they're on literally nothing, and then you have all of this follow-up. So you've got the musket. This has 2200 defense, so good luck your opponent getting over it. So you draw for turn, whatever it is, it does not matter. Mystic Mine is probably the worst draw you could have gotten. You can go directly into Access Code Talker from here, unless you don't have another Drytron. If you don't have another Drytron, you would have to like tribute like your Alpha with this. But you can go directly into Access Code Talker and just start popping stuff. Your Alpha can tribute anything from your hand, bring itself out, and guess what? You get to search your other Ben 10. And you still have several fairy targets in deck. So then you just tribute it off for your Beta, which gets you your Manju. And then Manju can just summon itself out. It's a huge advantage engine. Bring out your big Meteonos Draconids. It's just crazy. Add back the Ritual Spell, activate the Ritual Spell. You get a draw off of Delta. It's just, the crackback is so amazing in this deck that's what makes it so good. Because you're not dying, usually. Because if you don't have the out to their Dark Ruler, they're not killing you by life points anyway. And, yeah, so, I don't know. It's a really good deck. Hopefully you guys like the combo. Hopefully that helped clear some things up from my last video. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.